Spider-Man Brand New Day? Will it make $2 billion? Spider-Man is already flying past billion-dollar milestones, but now Tom Holland's Spider-Man is facing a number that only a tiny group of movies in Hollywood history have ever reached: $2 billion! And here's the crazy part. Spider-Man Brand New Day is already sitting at around $1.8 billion worldwide after only 2 weekends in theaters. So the question is no longer, is this movie a hit? That question is dead. The real question is, can Spider-Man actually make $2 billion? And if he does, he could enter one of the most exclusive clubs
in movie history. So stay until the end, because we're going to break down exactly how much money Spider-Man still needs, where that money could come from, and whether the $2 billion milestone is really inevitable. Welcome back to the channel! If you love movies, box office records, Marvel, and everything happening in Hollywood, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe! Because Spider-Man is doing something at the box office that is honestly getting ridiculous! And trust me, the numbers get even crazier. When Spider-Man Brand New Day opened in theaters, it didn't just have a good weekend, it exploded. The movie delivered an estimated $932 million worldwide opening weekend, making it one of the biggest openings in movie history. And then, Spider-Man did something even more impressive.
The movie crossed $1 billion worldwide in just 6 days! That made Brand New Day the second fastest movie ever to reach $1 billion, behind only Avengers Endgame. Think about that for a second. 6 days! Most movies would be celebrating if they eventually reached $1 billion during their entire theatrical run. Spider-Man basically looked at that number and said, "Give me 6 days." And the momentum didn't stop there. According to the latest reports available, Spider-Man Brand New Day has now passed approximately $1.8 billion worldwide. The film has earned roughly $704.5 million in North America, while international markets have contributed approximately $1.108 billion. That gives the movie a worldwide total of around $1.81 billion based on those reported figures. And that is already enough to make Brand New Day one of the biggest movies ever. It has also overtaken Spider-Man No Way Home in overseas earnings, while its domestic run has already crossed the massive $700 million mark. But now comes the big question. Can it go from $1.8 billion to $2 billion? Let's do the math. If the movie is sitting around $1.81 billion worldwide, it needs roughly $190 million more to reach $2 billion. That sounds like a lot. And honestly, it is. But here's why Spider-Man has a very real chance. The movie is still performing strongly in theaters.
And even in its third weekend, Brand New Day remained the #1 movie at the domestic box office, with reports projecting another roughly $67 million weekend. Oh, that's extremely important, because when a movie reaches $1.8 billion, the question isn't whether it can make another $10 million or $20 million. The question is whether it can continue attracting audiences for several more weeks. And Spider-Man still has something very valuable: time. There are several reasons why the $2 billion target is now looking very realistic. First, Spider-Man is Spider-Man. The character is one of the most recognizable superheroes on Earth. Second, Brand New Day is benefiting from a huge international audience. The movie has already made more than $1.1 billion internationally, showing that this isn't just an American box office phenomenon. And third, the movie has already survived the most important test. Its second weekend performance remained extremely
strong. That tells us something important. People aren't simply rushing to see the movie on opening weekend and disappearing. There is still significant interest, and that's exactly what a movie needs when it's chasing $2 billion. Now, before we start printing the $2 billion celebration posters, there is one thing we need to remember. $2 billion is not guaranteed. The higher a movie climbs, the harder every additional dollar becomes. Eventually, theaters lose screenings, new movies arrive, the hardcore fans have already watched the movie, and the box office numbers naturally begin to slow down. So Spider-Man can't simply keep earning opening weekend numbers forever. He needs a strong theatrical hold. He needs international markets to keep performing. And he needs audiences to keep choosing Spider-Man over everything else playing in theaters this year. That's why the next few weekends are extremely important. And here's where things become really interesting. Crossing $2 billion isn't just another box office milestone. It puts a movie into an extremely exclusive club.
We're talking about movies like Avatar, Avengers Endgame, Titanic,
And only a handful of other movies that have managed to reach that enormous number worldwide. If Brand New Day gets there, Spider-Man would become part of one of the most elite groups in cinematic history. And remember, Spider-Man No Way Home came incredibly close. That movie finished at roughly $1.92 billion worldwide. Brand New Day is now attempting to take that franchise to the next level. So Spider-Man isn't just chasing $2 billion. He's chasing a number his own franchise has been trying to reach for years. Now here's where things get crazy. Some analysts and entertainment reports aren't even stopping at $2 billion. There is already speculation about whether Brand New Day could potentially go even higher if its theatrical run remains unusually strong. One recent report has even raised the possibility of the movie eventually approaching the $3 billion territory. But let's be realistic. $3 billion is a completely different level. For now, Spider-Man has one mission: $2 billion. And with roughly $1.8 billion already in the bank, that target is no longer some crazy fantasy. It is right there. So, will Spider-Man Brand New Day make $2 billion? My answer? Yes. I believe it has a very strong chance. The movie has already crossed $1.8 billion. It reached $1 billion in only 6 days. It is still dominating the box office. It has a powerful
international run. And it only needs roughly another $190 million based on the latest reported totals. But I would not call it 100% guaranteed yet. The next few weeks will decide everything. If the movie continues holding strongly, Spider-Man should swing straight into the $2 billion club. And if that happens, Brand New Day won't just be another successful Spider-Man movie. It could become one of the biggest superhero movies in cinematic history. But now I want to hear from you. Do you think Spider-Man Brand New Day will cross $2 billion? And here's the bigger question. Could it actually go beyond $2 billion and challenge the all-time box office giants? Drop your prediction in the comments. If you think Spider-Man will make it, type $2 billion in the comments. And if you think it will fall short, tell me how much you think it will finally make. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Because if Spider-Man crosses $2 billion, you already know we're going to be here breaking down exactly how it happened. Until next time, keep watching movies, and remember, with great box office comes great responsibility. See you in the next video.